try to answer as many questions as well that we have. We're going to record this meeting, number one, so that we can share with our friends later on. Secondly, if you have bandwidth issues, I will suggest you turn off your video at that point. It will help save bandwidth if you have problems. And secondly, keep your volume up as well. That way you can hear us clearly. Okay. There's a few housekeeping before we start. Can everyone see the screen? Good. Okay. All right. All right. We're ready to go. Again, welcome everyone to the Orma 2.0 reunion presentation. I think we're having a hiccup. Let's try that again. And you know the bandwidth is causing a problem now.
Yeah, I guess we were limited earlier.
Okay, good.
Have you listened to it? Yeah. For what? Yeah.
So welcome everyone to Orma 2.0. If in case you guys are wondering what Orma 2.0 is, all of you remember Namala when we got out of college, we had an address book called Orma. So this is our second edition of that. We are aiming for this reunion on July 15th. So we have a lot to present. There have been several of us who for the last at least 3 or 4 months have been working towards getting this reunion organized. So we have plenty to present today, and hopefully you guys will be able to join us on July 15th. Okay, so Danya, over to you.
Thank you, Stephen. So we've spent the last few months planning out the agenda, and now we have like a overall plan. Stephen? Yeah. So what we have put together is that in the morning of July 15th, we meet at the college at 9 a.m. There will be a small registration ceremony. Following that, we have invited our teachers, the faculty who have been involved in the teaching wing for all the branches. We have close to 60 of them confirming their presence during the event. So we look forward to meeting them, sharing some moments, taking some pictures, and can you excuse me? Okay. Okay. So for your information, I've just muted everyone, so sorry, just so that we can continue with the session. But if you have a question, please do feel free to post a question on the chat, and I will unmute as soon as the presentation is over. Okay, so following the meeting with the faculty and a formal event where we will have the presidential address, facilitation of the teachers, memento distribution, charity, etc., charity donation, etc. We will have a small photo taking session followed by lunch in college. And then we will have a free time with a short cultural program perhaps. And then by 3:30, we go to Ravi's. So I see a question, why are we presenting in English? Because we have some people from Bhutan joining in the meeting, and in their best interest of understanding, I keep it in English, but it's okay. Stephen? Yeah. So in the evening, we start the event at 6 o'clock at Ravi's. we have planned some arrangement for transport from college to Ravi's. And then the formal cultural program starts at 6 o'clock, followed by a dinner. And then we will have an external artist who will come to entertain us for an hour and a half. And that's where the event concludes. The stay is confirmed. I mean, we've booked the Ravi's for the stay as well. So you will be spending the night at Ravi's. And then we have the next day buffet, which is complimentary, and then you're free to go. Okay. Here we have a summary of, so we have 460 people from all the branches together who were batch of 2002, in which when we sent out the initial form, the response was from 346 and 265 out of them had confirmed their attendance, and the payment until now we have received from 130. This is a summary of all the branches of people who are attending the event. Of course, we have more people to reach out to, and we have been doing that over the last few weeks, following up with getting in touch with each and every one, either from the committee people here or through our extended volunteer wing. Some of you have already responded to our volunteer form, so you have been helping us to reach people. So thank you for that. And we continue to do that so that we get maximum out of this 346 who responded at least to come for the event and have fun. Kiran, over to you. And give me a minute to unmute him.
Okay, great. Thanks, Zenia. So, program, see, one of the biggest issues that we always face is the amount, how much we should contribute. So what we did is that we did an initial budget and financial calculation. So we looked at three things. First, we looked at how much other batches are doing and how exactly other batches are doing. Like what is the cost they are done, or what are the programs they are done. Secondly, we created a list of things we want to do, like t-shirts, mementos, fully catered lunch, dinner, tea, etc. Thirdly, we looked at a rough estimate of how many people will be coming based on, and how many would need accommodation, how many will be coming with family. So based on that, we came up with a rough estimate. But when we divided with the number of people who come, the per head expenses was coming to be very high. So what we decided is that we will try to reduce the per head expenses, thinking that a lot of people will be paying more than that is expected. So this is the per head expenses. ഇതുവരെയുള്ള collection അനുസരിച്ച് almost 80 to 90% people have actually paid more than that is expected. Even a small amount that goes a long way. So what I suggest is that those who have not made the payment, please make the payment as soon as possible. Deadline is 31st of May. So, and if you can pay a little bit more than that is expected, that will be great. So the primary aim, okay, payment is fine, but the primary aim is that everyone should come, maximum participation. Try to connect with people in the circle to maximum connect, encourage them to come, encourage them to make the payment as early as possible. And expense and everything is secondary, but the primary aim is that everyone should come. Another thing, one question that keeps coming up is whether should we bring family or not. So I think that's always a question. It's a more of a, I would say, an alumni centric event. So there are two reasons. One is that experience for spouse and kids definitely will be boring. Generally, we'll be seeing each other, they'll be sitting there, we have not planned anything specific for, especially for kids. So for them, it will be very boring. So their experience would not be that good. So that's the first thing. Second thing is in terms of logistic and cost point of view. So namalipam book the place, Ravi's, they have only 80 rooms actually. So we have to be considerate on how we distribute among alumni. So we have only limited number of rooms that has been allocated for family. So as of now, I think only 2 more rooms is left over for family. So if anyone is bringing family, just make sure that you make the payment as early as possible. Once the family rooms are done, then we will not be able to provide family rooms. So, but again, the key message is that it's more of an alumni centric event. Next slide. Okay, what does the cost covers? So I think when we did the budget, we looked at all the cost components. So obviously it will include food and accommodation if you had already planned for accommodation, which includes lunch and refreshment at TKM, dinner, breakfast, and Ravi's, accommodation at Ravi's. Then there are some mementos, which is planned for faculty, then alumni. Then we are planning for a polo t-shirt. I think we will be sending a request for sizing soon. Then there are a lot of things that we'll be doing as a part of event, which includes professional photography, videography, media and communication, event management. I think that's the biggest cost component. Then cultural activities, hall and sound arrangements. So these are the things that will be. Then other things, we are actually planning around amount decided, but we will be doing something for charity. So college has a list of charitable things that we want to support. So we will be donating a part of whatever you contribute to charity as well. So again, the major cost component, if you look at all these things, the major cost component is actually one is accommodation, which is coming around 7,000 to 8,000 per room, but we were able to reduce it much to around 5,000. That's a major cost component. Second is dinner in Ravi's. We can't do anything. They are charging 2,000. We tried to reduce, but it's almost 2,000, which is in line with general 5-star hotels that we see in Kerala. So these are things that we will be covering. There are a few things that we will not be able to cover. I think some of them are self-obvious things like if you are doing room service or any personal restaurant use, food is covered, like lunch, dinner, everything is covered. But if you are actually ordering something for room, obviously that is not covered. Any bar service or in-room bar or mini bar service, that's also not covered. Next slide. So making the payment, I think you must have already seen the mail, right? So there are primarily two ways to make the payment. So if you are based out of India, you can actually make the direct bank payment. So we had started a account for TKMC. We have a batchmate who is working on a bank. That's why the bank account is based out of Kottayam, because this person was working in Kottayam at that time. So that's why we have the bank account that is based out of Kottayam, because I got a couple of questions on that part. I just want to make it clear. Secondly, if you are using any of the UPI payment, then definitely you can do the UPI payment. The scan, the barcode is here. If you're outside India, then we are actually doing it through regional representative. Two reasons for that. First is actually there is some kind of I would say, if the total payment into an account in India goes beyond, let's say 20 lakhs, there could be a GST element involved, which we want to avoid. Secondly, it is easy especially for Middle East and others, it's easy for them to pay locally in the local currency. We don't have to worry about currency fluctuations or anything like that. It's easy for you to. So that's why we thought it's better to collect it locally. So currently we had seen around 60 to almost 70% of the people who outside India have almost paid. So which is actually a good sign. So it's a good commitment that we have got. So again, this is making the payment. Next slide. Sponsorship opportunity. So see, we will be having around 200 to 250 alumni coming in. So it's a good sponsorship opportunity. So if you are running your own business, or if you have some business who has some clients who wants to do some sponsorship, there are some sponsorship opportunities. You can actually, it's easy to like get in touch with around 250 people of coming from different areas, and it's easy to reach out to all these professionals. So there are a lot of different opportunities that we are actually provided. Next slide. Yeah, so these are things. So again, for just an example is that there will be a welcome board when you enter the college. There will be a welcome board in which you can actually sponsor. If you have a company or if you have anyone who wants to sponsorship, you can actually sponsorship by paying a certain amount. There will be a photo booth. There will be some kind of merchandising. For example, we will be providing a goodies bag. You can actually sponsor that goodies bag. If you have some pamphlets or brochures that which you want to distribute, you can actually put it there. Again, there are a lot of sponsorship opportunities. So what we suggest is that if you fall into this category of you're running your own business, or you know someone who can actually help us sponsor, please reach out to us. It will be a really great help for us. Again, we will be sending, we have a brochure we will be sending to everyone. Take a look at it. Just distribute among your friends who has some businesses who wants to reach out to prospective clients. I think this would be a great opportunity for them to reach out. Next slide. Yeah, I think that's it from my side. I think at the end of this call, there would be some questions. I'll take the questions at that time. Thank you.
Thanks, Kiran. Hi, everyone. This is about our website. Okay. So you might have seen the TKMC 2002 website. Actually, if you could go through that website, all the details are there. Actually, most of this, what we are sharing here is already shared over there. So many of, like when we reach out to many people, like many queries were raised, but most of them are already addressed in the website. But I think many of us, many of the others, like may not have gone through that one. So if you have gone through it, all the details are there. Most of the details, we are very transparent, how the financial calculations and everything is transparently put it over there. So please visit the website and get the details from there. Okay, then any photos, like, whatever photos that we have shared at the website is what we managed to collect from our alumni. So if you have more photos, please have to share, then we will put it up over the website. Yeah, okay. Yeah, the FAQs, like, like whatever we are going to discuss here, we have already put it up there, like some of the questions are there. Then about the payments, all the details are put it up on the website. And the contact details are there, like for branch members, like representatives who are collecting the payments and all, everything is over there. And there is a Google form there, which you can submit your any questions, which we will reply after that. Okay, then about Ravi's, I think most of you know about Ravi's and might, like you might have Googled and searched it. It's a 5-star resort in Ashtamudi and about 10 kilometers from TKMC. I think I may not go into much of the details. It will be like advertising for Ravi's. So anyway, it is a, like our seniors also have done the function over there. So they had a very good experience over there. So hopefully we will be having a very joyful experience over there on that day. Yeah. Okay, we can go to the next slide. Okay, so what you need to do about the travel plans, hope you have all arranged it, but just a reminder, like if any one of you have the, like who are abroad, like your passport expiry, or just check on that one, because near to the date, maybe you'll be able to realize that the passport is expiring. Okay, then second one about the payments. Anyway, Kiran have already explained, but along with this accommodation, we are also like the payment, the important thing is we are also arranging T-shirt for everybody. So which we have a timeline, like the vendor need about 1 month lead time to prepare all the T-shirts. So we need to give him the finalized number on 1st of June. That means because July 15, we are having the event. So we need some buffer time for delivery and all. So the deadline for the payment, that one, we have no choice. It is 31st May. So we will be sending out a Google form after this meeting. So you can provide your sizes and all. And the T-shirts are just only for alumni, not for family members. So whoever is making the payment after the 31st, maybe we may order a few extra T-shirts, but we cannot assure the sizes that for you. So please make the payment before 31st May so we can get the correct T-shirts for you. Then you may be confused with many of the Google forms that we have shared. I think 3 or 4 Google forms we have shared, but the important Google forms are, first one is the registration form. The intent of the registration form is not just to know that who are coming or not coming. It is also to collect the contact details of our batchmates so that we can come up with a new address book. I think you all remember our first address book, Orma. So we can have a Orma 2.0 address book, like maybe something we can share with everyone. So if you have contacts with some of our friends, like they are not coming, please ask them to register so that we can get the details. Then the second registration form, which is very, sorry, not registration form, the Google form, which is very important, is the payment confirmation form. So once you do the payment, please do remember to fill in the Google form. The reason being, like earlier we have shared, like we are collecting in India as well as we are collecting through the regional coordinators for abroad. So if we don't have the details like who you paid to and all, we cannot track the payment. So basically for tracking and accountability, we need to have these details. So please do remember to fill in this payment confirmation form. Then finally, the T-shirt order form, which we will be sending out soon after this meeting. So which is needed for you to get the correct size of T-shirt. Yeah, then, yeah. Okay, then the messages and emails. And like when we reach out to many of you, we know that maybe you might have not read our messages and emails. So whoever have given the contact details through the registration form, we have reached out to every one of them and have shared the updates with them. So please check out for these messages. Maybe the Orma 2.0 reunion group, that one you can see our updates. Actually, the main thing for keeping it like one-sided is because so that the everybody can get the messages. Otherwise, a lot of communications will be there and the messages will be missed out. So please look out for that one. Then contact our TKM friends and just make sure they're coming. So like maybe those who are like you are close with. So if you are coming, maybe they will be coming, something like that. Otherwise, like when we are reaching out, like people are asking the same question, who are all coming? So only when if you have done the payment, we can make sure that this person is coming. So we also cannot give them the correct numbers to the people who are coming. So better, I think you discuss with the people who are close to you and then make a decision to come and not to come. Yeah, the final one is, sorry, Stephen, I cannot see this last sentence. Okay, maybe I have to go and check the slide.
Perhaps I can help
Uh,
in. Yeah, it was to contact us if you would like to be part of the promo materials or trailers or help us. You can still volunteer and be part of it. We have exciting approximately 60 days to the event. So we look forward to having you connect with us and make this next 2 months very memorable.
Okay. It's at our last slide before we go into questions. So number one thing is, please, if you want to reach out to us, go to our website and use our contact us form. So that way we will get your question and we'll be able to answer your question individually to you. You can also contact any of the admins on the Orma 2.0 reunion. We have a WhatsApp group made, and we've tried to add as much as we know into that group. But if you're still not part of the group, please reach out to one of the organizers here, and we'll add you to the WhatsApp group. If you don't use WhatsApp, then definitely use our website and contact us. You can also send an email to tkmc2002batch@gmail. That will also be another way where we can send out communication. In fact, most of the official emails that we have been sending out have been through this email. So please don't block the email. Continue to use the email and reach out to us. And before now we go into the next part of this meeting for Q&A, just want to mention a few things on a personal behalf. It's been 21 years since we have left college, right? It's going to be a long time before we actually get together. So you can already see from the numbers, we have close to 200 plus people planning to attend our reunion. This is a huge undertaking. The organizers for the last 4 months, I think we've put several hundreds of man hours or person hours into this. It's unbelievable how much time has gone into this. But we want to do the best that we can. It cannot be perfect. There will always be some things that we may fall short of. So please let us know, how we can fix it, how we can do better. This is not my reunion or Kiran's reunion, Shihana, Danya's reunion. It is our reunion, our batch reunion. So it's all of us together in it. Everything that's good we do together, everything that's bad we face together as well. So we're not perfect. We will never claim to be that, but help us to do the best that we can. So in any way that we can make this process better for you, either it is either sending you proper information or clarifying something for you, help us do that. And last but not least, some of you reached out to us to volunteer and help. We have not forgotten you. I have all the names with me. If we have not reached out to you yet, it's because we haven't got to that point where we specifically need your help. But we have at least a handful of people who responded so far. So if you can still help us with volunteering, if you're based locally in Kollam, there's so much we can actually rely on you. So if you can help us, that will be a huge help. So now we are at the end of what we wanted to present. And now it's time for us to ask any questions, or if anyone wants to ask any questions, can do so. So I think Danya will now unmute everyone. Please still keep yourself muted until you want to ask a question, and otherwise use the Zoom to raise your hand, and then we will go in the order in which people raise their hands. Now's the time for it.
Perhaps there were few queries already on the chat. So do we want to just quickly go through? So the slides, I
Yes.
think it's answered. We are recording the session as well. So we want to share this information as well later for reference. The last question here is, are all the families being housed in a completely separate area at Ravi's from the rest of us?
Yeah, I think we will try check that part. I mean, we don't know how the setup is in Ravi's, but we'll definitely try to make sure that the families are being housed in a similar area or a same sector. We'll try to do that.
Okay, the next question that we have on the chat is from Madhav. Is it possible to ask? So sorry, but gentle reminder to keep muted. Okay, thank you. Is it possible to ask college if they are willing to set up meet the alumni sessions on Friday evening, which is 14th evening? We can submit topics we can cover. Stephen, do you want to answer?
Yes. Okay, so I'll answer that. So this Madhav, good question. We actually did consider this, and we are planning this with the current alumni coordinator, Sudhir sir from mechanical branch. If you remember him, he's the alumni coordinator, and we are telling him that we would like to offer our participation in a sort of meet and greet with the alumni on Friday evening. So all of you that can come and spare 1 hour of your time to talk to the current students. I mean, many of them want to know, okay, after you leave college, what is the real work environment like? What's the perspective from someone who's been working for, say, 10, 15 years or more? It'll be nice for the current students. It's a way for us also to give back to our college. So we are planning that, yes. We have definitely put that in our checklist of things, and we are doing that on Friday evening. So we just have to confirm a time when it will work out with alumni and the students as well. So next question is Priyan asked, what's the guideline from hotel on closure of the event on Saturday night? Okay, yes, we all want to party into the night, and everyone knows that. Now, hotel's guideline, and because Ravis is located in a place which has surrounding housing areas, the only concern is that we have to minimize any loud music by 11 o'clock. That is the only requirement from Ravis. We can stay up as much as we want. We can hang around as much as we want. I don't know, but as far as the loud music and the loud events that we have as for a program, that has to stop by. They said 10:30, but I think 11 o'clock is when we can stretch it to. There was a question, did you guys check on Club Mahindra? Ashtamudi is also a good resource. So one reason why we went with Ravis is actually a couple of reasons. One was ability to accommodate as many people as we can in one location. That was one, that is the primary thing, of which Ravis was the biggest available resort location to our knowledge that we were aware of. Secondly, our senior batch, which is the 2001 batch, conducted their reunion last year, and they conducted the event also at Ravis, and we had feedback from them. There was some positive feedback about why it would be nice to do it at Ravis. And also that's another reason why we went ahead with Ravis. Now, as with every location, every hotel that we go to, keep in mind that there will be good things about it. There are things which we will go there, experience, and realize, oh, they should have done this better. So hopefully, learning what our seniors know, we will be able to do it in a good way because we are aware of what all we need to ask, what all we need to plan for. What time should we get out on the 16th when they kick you out?
There's a checkout time. There's a formal
I
checkout time.
think 11 o'clock is generally most hotels say 11 o'clock is the checkout time. So yeah, we may have
So
to do that.
keep in mind that on 16th, we do have the option for, we are provided with breakfast too, right? Or is that, I'm not sure.
Right. Yes,
Yes,
yes.
breakfast is
That is
included.
part of what,
breakfast included.
so that's what you are also paying for is for the breakfast on Sunday morning. So you can have your breakfast and the checkout time usually is 11 o'clock. And at 11 o'clock, it will be time for us to conclude and leave. Is it possible to visit our hostels? Not sure whether students are present or during some holiday semester break.
And
we have
one
not
more thing.
inquired into this.
Yeah, one more thing. MH has been converted to LH, so there's no way you guys can
അവിടെ കയ്യും വീശി
go
അങ്ങോട്ട്
and
പോയാൽ
visit.
ചിലപ്പോൾ അടി മേടിച്ചിട്ട് തിരിച്ചിടേണ്ടി വരും.
So yeah,
But we
forget
can
about it.
check out if at least the new MH lote നിങ്ങൾക്ക് പോകാൻ photo എടുക്കാൻ permission കിട്ടുമെന്ന് we have a dedicated faculty team, so maybe we can ask. We don't know at this point.
So old LH is now MH, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, Kiran, there is one question.
പഴയ MH ഇപ്പൊ LH-ഉം പഴയ LH ഇപ്പൊ MH-ഉം ആണ്. അങ്ങോട്ടും ഇങ്ങോട്ടും മാറിയിട്ടുണ്ട്. പഴയ MH എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ ഓടിച്ചെന്ന് കയറി കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ അവന്മാർ ഇടിച്ചു കൂട്ടും.
Okay, Kiran, one question for you. So sorry.
Yeah.
If we can't attend, will the amount be refunded?
Yes. So I think there is a deadline. I think if you'll see the mail, there is a deadline. So what we suggest is that if you can tell us before 15th of June, that is 1 month before the event, yes, we can do the full refund. But if you are doing it after the event, then what we will do is that we have to actually look at what is the cancellation charge, what is the expenses, and at the end of the event only, after we do all the budgeting, then only we can decide how much we will be able to return back. But again, key point is that if we can do it before 15th of June, that will be really helpful because we have to order the catering, we have to order t-shirt. There are a lot of things that we are ordering. So if you can tell us before 15 June, that's great. But by any chance you can't attend by anything, let us know. We will look at it after the end of the event and see what is the current expenditure, and based on that, we will see how much we can refund back. Again, we want to make it everything as transparent as possible. So at the end of the event, we will show you how much has been the total collection, expenses, and everything. So we will give you a clear report also after that, so that everyone knows what exactly we have done with all the amount of money. Is
Okay.
first year's voice hostel still in use?
There was a
Yes,
question
hostel.
about badges. Can we have name badges for all issued during registration? I think it is there. We will have some kind of identification, and you will need this kind of room number and the identification when you check into the hotel to claim your complimentary breakfast the next day. Normally, I think they would want to know the room number and the number of people allotted.
People,
before itself.
exactly.
Yeah. So Stephen, yes, we can stop sharing so we can see each other.
Okay. So there's another question that
Yes.
came. What's the transport from college to the hotel? Are there specific times when it will leave? We are planning with a transportation company to ferry everybody from the college to the hotel. Those who don't have their personal travel or vehicles, we are planning for a transportation company to do that. There is no specific time per se, but they will be available typically around the clock for us because they will be contracted only for our purpose. Generally, it will be recommended that you stay back to attend all the functions in the college. We will wrap up by 3 or 4 or around that time. 3:30 we should wrap up in college. That will give you enough time because we won't start our Ravis evening event by 6:30. So Ravis is only 10 kilometers from TKM. There'll be more than enough time for you to go there, check in into the hotel, refresh yourself, and then be ready to start again.
സ്റ്റീഫൻ വിവേകാണ് ഇത്.
പറഞ്ഞു.
എനിക്കൊരു ഇൻഫർമേഷൻ കിട്ടി 1990 ബാച്ച് അൺഒഫീഷ്യൽ ആയിട്ട് അവിടെ കണ്ടക്ട് ചെയ്യുന്നുണ്ടെന്ന് കോളേജിൽ. അപ്പം നമുക്ക് എന്തായാലും ഒരു മിനിറ്റ് ഞാൻ പറയട്ടെ. അപ്പം നമുക്ക് എന്തായാലും അത് ബ്ലോക്ക് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റുമെന്നാണ്. ഇപ്പൊ ഈ രജിസ്ട്രേഷൻ എന്ന് പറയുന്ന ഔട്ട്സൈഡ് ഗേറ്റ് ആക്കിയാൽ സെക്യൂരിറ്റി പറഞ്ഞ് ടാഗ് ഉള്ളവർ മാത്രം അകത്ത് കയറണം. അല്ലാതെ ഇപ്പൊ CP രജിസ്ട്രേഷൻ ആക്കിയ എല്ലാവരും ഇടിച്ചു കയറൂലേ?
നമ്മൾ ഇത് അന്വേഷിച്ചു. We checked with നമ്മൾ സുധീർ sir ആയിട്ട് ഇത് check ചെയ്തു, and he has confirmed with us that there is no other event officially taking place on that day. Now unofficially, if it is taking place, see, we cannot stop anyone from entering TKM. That is up to TKM management to control. But there will be proper
അവര് ആ ബാച്ച് എല്ലാം കയറി we can't stop it, correct?
Yeah. So but we will have proper signboards, we will have proper directions, we will have proper way to check IDs of people.
Yeah, so we have our list of people who have confirmed, and then at the registration counter, I think we are giving an identification and some coupons and all that. So I think that is addressed at that point where the senior or 90 batch will not be able to register for us.
Yeah. See, I think that's one thing. When you come to the event, we just have to go directly to the registration desk, get yourself registered, get the coupon and room key, whatever it is. Make sure that you register yourself. That's identification.
Kiran, there's a question for you which you can answer from Jose. If I had booked only till dinner in Ravis, can that be changed to stay with additional payment?
See, it all depends upon if the rooms are available. See, for us, there is no constraint, right? If the rooms are available, if there is one room, there is only 2 people, we can convert into 3. Yes, definitely we can do it. So
I think his question was if he was able to do it now. So if you do it now, you can definitely
yes.
You can definitely do that.
Yeah, till end of 31st May, you can do. Yeah, you can do lot
earlier. The better.
Not on the day.
Yeah,
not on the day. It will be, it's very difficult. I think we are almost running out of room. So make sure that you make the payment before 31st of May, then it is confirmed. After that, it will be after 31st of May. I don't think it will be very difficult for us because we will run out of rooms and we can't confirm it. That will be the issue.
So there's another one. It's raining season. It will be a rainy season. Better to be inside college. So yes,
yes.
All our events are taking place under covered areas. If you haven't been to TKM recently, what we used to have as our stage area, നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ഓർമ്മയുണ്ടായിരിക്കും നമ്മൾ ആർട്ട് ഫെസ്റ്റിവലും കാര്യങ്ങളൊക്കെ നടന്നപ്പം ഒരു സ്റ്റേജ് ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു. That stage is not how the stage is right now. They have completely redone that area. That open space that used to be right next to that stage is no longer there. They've taken that space as well, and they've made a really big stage right now. So instead of being front to back like how we had it, it's now side to side. That's the orientation of the auditorium. So it is a very, very large space. Nearly everything is covered. Then of course, when you leave to get into your vehicle and so on, if there is maya undenge koda eduthodu va adhe ullu.
We had one question from Bipin which we missed. Are we planning to prepare for purchase of CD USB with all the reunion photo videos taken during our event? Shihana, Srinath, do you want to take that question or someone?
Sorry, Danya, what was the question?
So do we have a CD or a photo USB? USB of all the photos that are taken during the event. So we have engaged an external photography agency.
So yeah, we will be sharing. Yeah, we will see. Like maybe it's likely it should be a link that will be sharing for the photos.
Yeah, we can have it uploaded to a drive and share the link.
Yes, but there will be no need to purchase it if that was your question. There's no need to purchase anything. Everything will be digitally shared now because now that is a lot more easier to share with everyone. We have an external photography, videography company that is hired. They will do professional photographs for us because we don't want our batchmates on that day to be running around taking photos. We want us to enjoy as much as we can. So they will do photos, videos. They will make a trailer video. All of that will be done for us and then uploaded and sent to us.
Okay, the next one, will you facilitate to book our stay at Ravi's for Friday night if we are planning to join Alumni Connect on Friday? Kiran?
Yeah, so we are checking with the hotel whether we can get some discounted rates so that others can book with that discounted rates. But when we checked with the hotel rates with, Booking.com, there's no huge difference as of now. So my suggestion is that go ahead and book it right away. In the meantime, we will try to see whether we can get some kind of a discounted rates, but the booking has to be done personally for the previous night.
Okay.
Okay, there was a question from Sujit. Is car parking allowed inside TKM campus? Yes, I'm sure it will be allowed, especially because this is a weekend. So it's not an active college day. So അതുകൊണ്ട് car parking inside is allowed. We won't have an issue with that. We will make arrangements with the college as well with Sudhir sir to make sure that we have the right parking spots. Now they have also offered to give us the college bus available for transportation as well. So we will have that in addition to our own transportation that we have, because with one college bus we may not be able to transport everyone to Ravis and back in time. Also keep in mind that for the evening event, it is only an alumni event, meaning alumni, and if you are bringing your family, then with your family. But the faculty will not be there at Ravis. Faculty is going to be there only in the morning, only at TKM. We're not inviting them for the evening event.
ഈവനിങ് ഇവന്റ് ഡീറ്റെയിൽസ് എന്തൊക്കെയാണ് ടൈം വൈസ്? അത് ഇനി നിങ്ങൾ പ്ലാൻ ചെയ്യാനുണ്ടോ അതോ ഇറ്റ്സ് ഓൾറെഡി?
We just presented it earlier. So evening we start at 6 o'clock, and then we will have a small welcome note, and then followed by a cultural segment where we have our cultural team performing for about an hour and a half, and followed by that we will open the floor for dinner, and as well as an external artist who will be joining to entertain us for an hour and a half again. So normally we should be, yeah. Sorry.
I think
Okay,
I
so
think
normally we should be winding it up by around 11 because of what Stephen mentioned earlier. We cannot have loud music played after 11 o'clock as per the hotel rules.
Yeah.
We
One
had
other
one
question. Can we request photographer? Yes, we are doing it right. Then
Yes.
we can take it.
We have. And then Kiran, there was one question about direct booking with Ravi's for Friday to Sunday, 3 nights, hoping we can reconcile with our overall booking. Or if we should book only the nights before or after 15th night. Do you want to take it?
So we had booked only on the day of the event. So for us, for alumni, and there are some volunteers who are coming from the previous night who are helping it out. There is some rooms available. For others who are actually coming from away, you have to book it directly with the hotel. That's very mean. You have to book directly with the hotel, but we are trying to see whether we can get some discounted rates, but that will not be much. So my suggestion is that just to make sure that if the rooms don't run out, please book it directly for the previous night or the next on Sunday. Saturday, you will not get in the room because we had fully booked that entire place. So only there are some villas left over, so you will not get any place on Saturday. But on Friday and Sunday, there are rooms available, but please make the book directly with the hotel.
In fact, if you go to public booking sites and try to book Saturday, it is very likely you may not see any availability at all, because the agreement with the hotel was they were going to block out that date, since we were almost booking the entire hotel.
And the only available will be some kind of villas. So yeah.
Which will be expensive, yes. Okay. Yeah. Question from Simi: is there an area in college to keep the luggage that we arrive on Saturday morning? Yes, we have spoken to the college, and they will arrange for us where we can keep the luggage and it will be locked and kept. So we can, we'll definitely be having that done.
Stephen, one thing, ഒരു ഡൗട്ട്. ഈ ആർട്ടിസ്റ്റ് പെർഫോം ചെയ്യുന്ന അപ്പം നമ്മൾ എൻറ്റയർ റിവീസ് ഇല്ലാതെ വേറെ ആരെങ്കിലും ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ അത് പ്രശ്നമാക്കൂ, അങ്ങനെയൊക്കെ സംഭവിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ട് ചില കേസിൽ. ഞാൻ പല ഗെറ്റുകാരും കേട്ടു. അപ്പൊ വേറെ ഉള്ളവർ റെസിസ്റ്റ് ചെയ്ത വല്ലതും ചെയ്താൽ
we are നമ്മൾ ഈ പ്രോഗ്രാം കണ്ടക്ട് ചെയ്യുന്ന പറഞ്ഞാൽ, അതായത് external event and what we have in the evening event, we have a hall to ourselves. It is a hall that is specifically given only for us. It's not in the general hotel building. Now, like I said, we have booked almost all the rooms, which means there are still some rooms which are open for public, like the more expensive villas and all that. If someone comes and books those, then we can't do anything about it. But at the same time, our event will take place in a separate venue that they have. It's a
Yeah,
proper
They have a
evening
banquet hall.
banquet hall.
Yeah,
A banquet hall. So we know who's going to be in there, and we will have our volunteers at the door of that also looking who is coming in and out. So we won't have, we are not expecting to have any problems with any external people.
Okay.
I know there was one question early on. Someone had asked about is there going to be booze at the hotel? Yes, there is. However, keep in mind that there is a bar available at the hotel. There will be they are the ones providing with all the drinks over there, except that it will be on our own expenses to manage that. And this is just to be fair to everyone. Not everyone drinks. Some do, some don't. It's all up to your individual preference. If you do want to have booze, it's available at the hotel. It's just that you will individually pay for it. Can we request a photographer to photo frame our batch for the folks
Yeah,
interested?
we answered that.
Okay. Then the leela.com is the right website. We'll post the website over here, but if you just Google Ravis Ashtamudi, you will get it. And yes, it has been taken over by the Leela group of hotels. So if you are seeing it under Leela group, that should be the correct website. In fact, here I will post.
I think you will get a cheaper option if you do through, I don't know, hotels.com or booking.com. When I compare the pricing, it is actually much cheaper if you go through some travel websites.
Okay. The next question. Are you planning any security group guard during our reunion? It is nammalalle. Where are you? When we
Security, are you planning?
it's a security of safety for families attending this event.
So that's something we will check with the hotel. See, hotel has its own security. They have their own, because this is a huge event, right? I think they have their own regulations that if a certain number of people are there in the hotel.
See, this is a 5-star hotel. So they have, no, so we don't have. So this is a 5-star hotel. So obviously there will be security from the hotel. They will do the initial checking and all. So it's very unlikely that there's no way there would be any security issues.
I think Vivek had a question earlier whether we can choose who we are sharing the room with.
Yes. So what we are planning to do is that how exactly the rooms are allocated will be. First, the rooms will be allocated to the family. So who has registered with the families, the limited number of rooms that will be allocated. Second, if you had preferred someone, say if you say that, okay, I want to stay with your old roommate. Yes, that is possible. You just have to mention it. The other person should also agree. If it is fine, then we will put that. That's the second priority. Third priority, if you have not mentioned anything, then we will be randomly allocating to your branch mates. Obviously, you don't hate your branch mates. So we will allocate someone randomly to you from your branch to the same group.
Please,
if you want to avoid someone, let me know.
Okay, Deepak has said huge shout out to those who have taken the initiative for doing all the work. You guys are awesome, putting all the efforts. Thank you very much. Really appreciate that. Like I said, before, we want to do this the best way we can because it's 21 years since we have met. One thing I have found out that when I've been talking to all these organizers in the last 4 or 5 months, it doesn't feel like we were ever out of college for too long. And I think you will get that same feeling when you come back, even for that one day. All the friendship that we had and the bonding that we had, I don't feel anything of that has gone away. Even 21 years, even if you have not seen the person, these organizers, I'm sure many of us actually got to see each other first time after these 21 years. And it still didn't feel like we were gone for too long. So thank you. And if there's any way, like whatever we can do better for you guys, any information we can share. If you have any suggestions as well, you might have a suggestion for something that we have not thought of so far. Let us know, and then we can include and accommodate that.
And Steve, can you just go to that slide or statistical slide? I just want to make a point.
Which one?
The number of participants in the
Slide 5.
slide 5. So I think one thing again, we ought to keep reiterating that the primary aim is that everyone should come, maximum participation. That's the primary aim. So if you look at the batch is 460, we were able to reach only up to 346 people. So only 346 people have responded. So my suggestion is that people who have not responded, if it is in your friend circle, if you know that someone, please contact them, ask them to respond to that email. Even if you are not coming, please respond. So that, because we are planning to create some kind of a address book after that. So make sure that respond to everyone. So see, some of the branches, they have done an amazing job to get everyone to respond. Like for example, computer electronics production, almost 100% has responded. Secondly, number of attending is 265. Again, we are thinking that it could be more. So suggest everyone to attend. I mean, obviously after this event, I think a lot of people will be, who has not planned to attend, will definitely attend. Third thing, payment. If we can make the payment before 31st of May, that will be really helpful for us. We can plan everything based on that, based on the number of people coming, book the rooms, get the rooms allocated, catering, t-shirts, memento. There's a long list of items that we can plan it. So please make the payment before 31st. I think that's a key point. Thanks.
Okay, so Sujit had a question. Is there a list of MIA people?
Yes.
So
yes.
I mean, as correct, 346 out of 460 is the only number of people we have been able to reach out so far. Okay, so we still have what is it, 114 people that we have no idea where they are, where they are located, and even through friends of friends, we have not been able to reach out to them. But that's 114 we still want to reach out to, because one thing that we realized, even as organizers, we realized is the sad reality of matter is we have lost a lot of batchmates, more than we would wish to say, in the last 20 years. Okay, many of them have left us, and they are no longer here with us. And when we heard the number, even though the number is actually a very small number, it is a shockingly high number. Okay, so let's at least try to reach out to everyone to know how everyone is doing, how everyone. So this whole initiative was not just the reunion. Let's keep that in mind, right? It's not only for this one day that we are doing. We want to continue doing this into the future as well. Now we're in the digital age where it's much easier for us to stay in touch. പണ്ട് ഓർമ്മ അഡ്രസ് ബുക്ക് ഇറക്കിയപ്പോൾ ഒരു അഡ്രസ്സും പലരുടെ റീഡിഫ് മെയിലും കാര്യങ്ങളൊക്കെ ആയിരുന്നു അതിനകത്ത്, which are no longer even applicable anymore. So let's try to reach out to more of these people, and we will. I think we should probably send out the list of those we have not been able to reach out to. So if you see a name in there and I know where this fellow is, or I know where she is, you can let us know, and then we can at least contact them.
Yeah, I think most of the branches have their individual WhatsApp group. I think some of them are already doing it, so they have published the list. So yeah, I think each branch, we may have to coordinate with each branch coordinators on the spot.
Okay, there was one question on arranging medical staff for any emergencies unforeseen. So yes, we have that we have kept that in mind, and we are checking with the hotel. Normally they should have already one emergency arrangement, but yeah, we do consider that.
Especially when a lot of people are that sick, right?
But if you have regular medication, നമ്മളെല്ലാം ആ ഒരു പ്രായത്തിൽ എത്തിയിട്ടുണ്ടെന്ന് അറിയാം. So if you use something regularly, please bring it along with you. If you are allergies and you need to use EpiPen or whatever it is, please carry it with you.
Specific medications and allergies and please let us know. Food allergies, please be cautious.
Yeah, food allergies.
Yeah. Especially kids, if they are coming in, if you're bringing in your families and you have kids who have specific allergies, please do let us know, and also take care that we will try to label the food and all that to keep you informed. Normally it should be there in place.
Also, don't miss your regular medicines if you are taking.
You guys are making us look old. Regular medicine.
Make us look I think we are all at that point.
Madhav is already planning for 40th and 50th.
No, so many are taking regular medicines. What I say. മറ്റേ വരുന്നല്ല കേട്ടോ കിരണ, നീ ഉദ്ദേശിച്ച വരുന്നല്ല.
Okay.
Any questions? Any last words?
I think we have answered all questions. If ആരെങ്കിലും ഇതിനകത്ത് ചാറ്റിനകത്ത് വല്ല മെസ്സേജ് ഇട്ടിട്ട് if we have not answered the question, please unmute and ask us, because there were a lot of questions shooting. I hope we got everything.
True. And if you go to the website, there is a contact list. You can reach out to your branch mates or a regional coordinator. So that will be very helpful in the sense. I mean, if you don't want to ask it here, you want to coordinate a particular person, just reach out to that particular person. That will be really helpful. If
you go to our website, there's a contact us page, and if you go to contact us, there's a form in here. Go and fill in the form, and then we will get your question. So you can definitely reach out to us.
And if you go
Also,
down, you get it. Yeah.
Right. Sorry, Kiran, what were you saying?
No, if you go down, I think the list of so these are the branch and regional coordinators. So obviously you, I guess, as members of any of these, reach out to them if you have any questions.
Okay. And we have a lot of questions that you have is already answered in this FAQ section. So if you look through it, there's many things that we have already answered. So you will be able to go and get a good idea of what is going on. Now we will keep updating this FAQ section as we get more information as well. And yes, we are.
One more thing regarding the photos, memories. If you have any old college photos, please send us. We will upload it here.
We are actually collecting and looking forward to content from each and every branch and maximum photos. So please don't hesitate to send us the pictures. You can send it to tkm2002batch@gmail.com, our batch ID.
And we'll upload it.
I can't find because Stephen, you are sharing.
Oh, sorry. Let me.
And if you have, if you can, I would say that you can enable your video for a second. So I'm just gonna take some pictures, and we are already.
Yeah, take a picture of everyone. Yeah. If you can, everyone can just switch on the video for a sec.
ഇല്ല പറ്റില്ല.
മലയാളം
കുറച്ച് അറിയാം അല്ലേ?
Okay, I'm going to call out names which are not showing videos. Faisal, I think it is Manha is you. Milo.
Sajjad, Ansar, Jaykrishnan.
Group photo എടുക്കല്ലേ? Group photo.
Yeah, Jaykrishnan, Manoj, Deepak, Ronnie, you're also not on video. Radhakri, Jade, Achay.
വിനീത് തോമസ് ആരാണ്? നമ്മുടെ ബാച്ചിലറാണോ? ശരിക്കും
ആണല്ലോ.
ആണോ? ഓക്കെ.
കണ്ണാടി.
Ready? The next one.
ജിജിയുടെ വീഡിയോ ഓഫ് ആക്കിയതില്ലെന്നോ?
Okay, thank you. If there's one last question, perhaps, is there going to be is there going to be a photo section? And okay, Stephen, you have answered it. Thank you.
So see you July 15th.
Yes.
എല്ലാരും വീണ്ടും വീഡിയോസ് ഒരുപാട് പേര് വരുന്നുണ്ട്. വീണ്ടും ഒരു ഫോട്ടോ വേണോ?
Okay. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Abhilash.
എല്ലാരും കിട്ടുമോ?
എല്ലാരും വീഡിയോ ഓൺ ചെയ്ത ഒരു സ്ക്രീൻഷോട്ട് എടുക്കാം, അതായിരിക്കും ബെറ്റർ.
സ്ക്രീൻഷോട്ട് എടുക്കാം.
But then I have to stop recording, I think.
That's okay. I can take a screenshot here.
Okay.
No problem.
Yeah.
Okay, ready? Whoever, it goes in 3, 2, 1. Okay, കുറച്ചുപേരൊക്കെ കിട്ടിയിട്ടുണ്ട്.
You have to go to the next screen. There are 2 pages.
I mean, there are 42 people right now, right, on the call?
Yes. So you got all 42. Okay.
It is showing like all 42 to me. Like whoever has a video on.
Okay.
Okay. All right, everyone. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. We will probably have more session towards our event date.
One
We'll
more.
update you guys. Maybe 1 or 2 more sessions. But
But yeah,
everything we
we
will
will have
update
it.
through WhatsApp and email.
Sorry, one point mainly, we've kept that WhatsApp group on the reunion group on admins only posts because we don't want people to miss out on messages. അല്ലെങ്കിൽ തന്നെ മെസ്സേജ് വായിക്കുന്നതിൽ കുറച്ച് ബുദ്ധിമുട്ടുകളുണ്ട്. അപ്പോൾ ഇമ്പോർട്ടന്റ് മെസ്സേജസ് മിസ് ആവാതിരിക്കാൻ വേണ്ടിയിട്ടാണ് അത് admin only പോസ്റ്റ് ആക്കി വെച്ചിരിക്കുന്നത്. Not because we want to avoid discussions or anything. So just sharing.
Event അടുക്കാറാകുമ്പോഴത്തേക്ക് അത്
Yeah, we'll open closer to the event. Yes.
പിന്നെ ഓപ്പൺ കത്തി സീസൺ തുടങ്ങിയോളൂ. Okay, thank you everyone.
Thank you. Good
Bye.
night.
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you.
maybe we can stop recording now.
Thank you. Bye.
Yes, yes. And maybe we can stay for a few minutes, organizers.
Like whoever wants to stay back
Yeah,
can
whoever,
stay back.
yes. Yeah.
But if you would like to leave, you are welcome to do so. Okay, decent session കഴിഞ്ഞു. ഇനി എന്ത് വേണേലും പറഞ്ഞു.
അല്ല ചില കാര്യങ്ങൾ ആ ബാഡ്ജസിന്റെ കാര്യം നമ്മൾ we didn't plan for that, right? We should do that badges, right? പേരൊക്കെ വെച്ച്
We do. It's part of it.
Yeah,
with
that's part
names,
of the registration.
with
Names,
names.
there will be a
names for-
tagging. There will be a tagging. It won't be names, but then there will be a
അല്ല
tagging.
അതാണ് അവർ പറഞ്ഞത് see the names കാരണം people don't know each other.
നമുക്ക് നോക്കാം. നമുക്ക് കോസ്റ്റ് കിരൺ
കോസ്റ്റ്
let's look at the cost. പിന്നെ നമ്മള് ദുബായിലൊക്കെ ചെയ്യുന്ന രണ്ട് മീറ്റിന് പോയപ്പോഴും അവര് ഫോട്ടോ വെച്ചിട്ട് അന്നേരം തന്നെ ഫോട്ടോ എടുത്തിട്ട് പിന്നെ നമ്മളെ പ്രോപ്പർ ടാഗ് ഉണ്ടല്ലോ, ആ സാധനം തന്നായിരുന്നു. പക്ഷെ അതിന് ഇവിടെ എത്ര പ്രൈസ് എത്ര എന്നുള്ളത് നമുക്ക് നോക്കണം. രജിസ്ട്രേഷൻ കൗണ്ടറിൽ അത് ഇൻക്ലൂഡ് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റുമോ? ഞാനിപ്പോഴും എടുത്ത് വെച്ചിട്ടുണ്ട്.
വലിയ കോസ്റ്റ് ആവാൻ വഴിയില്ല. അത് ഇവിടെ ഒരുപാട് മിക്ക ഇവന്റ്സിനും ആൾക്കാർ കൊടുക്കുന്ന സംഭവമാണ്. അല്ല, വേറൊരു പോയിന്റ് പറഞ്ഞത് നമുക്ക് ഈ രജിസ്ട്രേഷൻ ഈ എൻട്രൻസിൽ തന്നെ വെക്കാൻ പറ്റുമോ എന്നുള്ളതാണ് ചോദിച്ചത്. കാര്യം ആ സമയത്ത്
പ്രവീൺ, ഐ തിങ്ക് അത് നമ്മൾ ഡിസ്കസ് ചെയ്തല്ലേ, ബിക്കോസ് ഇതും അതല്ലെങ്കിൽ വന്നു കഴിഞ്ഞു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ എൻട്രൻസ് ഭയങ്കര പാടാണ്. സോ സിറ്റി ഈസ് മോർ സേഫ് ആൻഡ് കൺവീനിയന്റ്. വി ഹാവ് 100 and some odd number that are coming and 3 tables, so we said 60 each on each table, and gift ഈ memento box, goodie bag ഇതെല്ലാം നമുക്ക് വെക്കണം. അപ്പൊ ഈ മഴ
കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ പണി കിട്ടും.
അതെ കറക്റ്റ്.
Let's cover something this year.
പിന്നെ I think other points, I think it was fine. I think there is no toxic ആയിട്ടുള്ള questions ഒന്നും ഇല്ലായിരുന്നു. പിന്നെ I think drinks question was obvious. I think everyone expected that question. I think it was answered. Other than that, പ്രത്യേകിച്ച് ഇതൊന്നും ഇല്ലായിരുന്നു. I think വേറെ തന്നെ ആക്ഷൻ ഐറ്റം ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു. നമ്മൾ മിസ് ചെയ്യുന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിലും മെഡിക്കൽ എമർജൻസി അത് നമ്മൾ നോക്കി.
We have a few things to clarify with the hotel. So ആസാദിന്റെ ലിസ്റ്റിനകത്തോട് ഞാൻ ആഡ് ചെയ്യാം.
എനിക്കൊന്ന് മെഡിക്കൽ എമർജൻസി നമ്മൾ നോക്കിയിട്ട് നേരത്തെ വെച്ചിട്ടില്ലായിരുന്നു. അതൊന്നും
ആഡ് ചെയ്തിട്ടില്ല. ബട്ട് ഐ തിങ്ക് വി ഡിസ്കസ് ദിസ്.
കോവിഡ് ടെസ്റ്റ് മറക്കല്ലേ?
അതെ, ഇന്ത്യ വേരിയന്റ് അല്ലേ?
കോവിഡ് അല്ല ഇപ്പൊ പ്രശ്നം, സിക്ക ആൻഡ് ഡെങ്കിയ. ഞാൻ ഇന്ന് ഡെങ്കിന്ന് റിക്കവർ ആയതേ ഉള്ളൂ.
കോവിഡിന്റെ പരിപാടി ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ നേരത്തെ കൂട്ടി പറയണം, വരാതിരിക്കാൻ വേണ്ടിട്ടാണ്.
My whole building was infected with dengue and Zika. And people, health department in ആൾക്കാർ വന്ന് ഇവിടെ വന്ന് ഇൻഫ്യൂമേഷൻ ഒക്കെ ചെയ്തിട്ട് പോയി ഇന്നലെ. ബിൽഡിംഗ് മീൻസ് ഫ്ലാറ്റ്, വീടല്ല.
ഫ്ലാറ്റിലൊരിടത്ത് കിട്ടിയാൽ മതിയല്ലോ, ബാക്കിയുള്ളടത്ത്
മങ്കി പോക്സ് നടക്കുന്നുണ്ടെന്ന് പറഞ്ഞിട്ട്
പിള്ളേര് കൊണ്ട് തന്നോളൂ. അവിടെ ഇവിടെ കയറി ഇറങ്ങി വെക്കേഷനും കൂടെ അല്ലേ.
അവർക്ക് പിടിക്കത്തൂല്ല, അതല്ലേ വേറെ പ്രശ്നം.
അവർക്ക് പിടിക്കത്തൂല്ല. അതെ,
നമ്മള് ചുമച്ച് കുറച്ച് ഇവിടെ കിടപ്പാം, അവര് തുള്ളിക്കാടി നടക്കും. എനിക്കങ്ങനെ 3-4 വർഷം സ്വിമ്മിങ്ങിന്റെ ഒരു സംഭവം അത് കൊള്ളാമല്ലേ.
അത് പറയാൻ വിട്ടു കേട്ടോ, അത് നമുക്ക് പറയണം. വെള്ളത്തിലെടുത്ത് ചാടരുത്.
പലർക്കും നീന്തൽ അറിഞ്ഞൂടാ.
മുക്കരുത്.
മറ്റേ പണ്ടൊരു ഗെറ്റ് ടുഗദർ ഇതേപോലെ എടുത്ത് ചാടിയത് ഓർമ്മയുണ്ടാ?
അതിലൊരാൾ കമന്റ് ചെയ്ത് മനസ്സിലായില്ലേ, കുപ്പിച്ചില്ല. അത് എനിക്ക് ഒരാള് നൈസായിട്ട്
അല്ല, അതുകൊണ്ട് തന്നെയാണ് പറഞ്ഞത്. ജലദർശിനി അല്ല, ആലപ്പുഴ ഒരു റിസോർട്ടിൽ ഒരാൾ വെള്ളത്തിൽ ചാടി ഓർക്കുന്നുണ്ടോ?
ചത്തുകൊണ്ടേ ഹരിയല്ലേ, ആരായിരുന്നു വെള്ളത്തിൽ ചാടി? അത് ഹരിയും കണ്ടല്ലോ വെള്ളത്തിൽ ചാടിയിട്ട് നമ്മൾ പൊക്കിയെടുക്കല്.
ചാടിയതല്ലേ അവൻ വീണതാ.
എന്നാവൻ പറയുന്നല്ലേ,
അറേഞ്ച്മെന്റ് എന്തെങ്കിലും ആക്കിയ കോർഡിനേറ്റേഴ്സ് ഈ ചാടുന്നവരുടെ ഉത്തരവാദിത്വമില്ല.
കോർഡിനേറ്റേഴ്സിൽ 2 പേര് ചാട്ടക്കാരാ, അതിലൊരാള് ലോങ് ജമ്പാ.
നമ്മള് നീന്തി പോകും കേട്ടാ.
അവിടെ ഇംഗ്ലീഷ് ചാനലൊക്കെ നീന്തിട്ടിരിക്കും.
അതെ, എന്ത് ചീള് കായലുകളൊക്കെ.
അയൺമാൻ ചെയ്ത ആൾക്ക് പിന്നെ ഇവിടെ എന്താ കായലുണ്ടോ കാര്യം?
പിന്നെ
പൊങ്ങി കിടക്കും.
അതെ, നിന്നെ പിടിച്ച് നമ്മളെ കിടക്കും അല്ലേ. ആരെങ്കിലും വീണ്ടും നിന്നെ തള്ളിയിട്ടുണ്ട് അങ്ങോട്ട്, ഒരു ബോയ് ആയിട്ട് തന്നെ യൂസ് ചെയ്യാൻ. അത് ആക്ച്വലി ആ സെക്യൂരിറ്റി എനിക്ക് അറിഞ്ഞൂടാ. അത് എനിക്കൊന്നും അത് കോർഡൺ ചെയ്ത് കിട്ടുന്നുണ്ടെന്ന് തോന്നുന്നു, കായൽ കോർഡൺ ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ടെന്ന്.
No, they definitely have on-site security. I mean, for sure. അവരുടെ ഒരു 5-star hotel അല്ലേ, they will definitely be having security. പിന്നെ നമ്മളൊന്ന് ചോദിക്കണം, അത് എന്തോ അറേഞ്ച്മെന്റ്സ് ആണ്, നമ്മുടെ ഈവന്റ് ഹാളിന്റെ പുറത്ത് ഔട്ട്സൈഡിൽ അവർ കാണുമോ, അങ്ങനെ വല്ലതും ചോദിക്കണം, അത്രേ ഉള്ളൂ.
പിന്നെ ഐ തിങ്ക്
നമ്മുടെ പറഞ്ഞു
അല്ല, ഐ തിങ്ക് ആ ഹോട്ടല്, ഐ തിങ്ക് there are few things ഇതൊക്കെ ചെക്ക് ചെയ്യണം. പ്ലസ് like whether we can actually allocate a sector for the families. I think we need to check it out also. That also we need to reconfirm.
Yeah,
hotel
I think for rabbits we have a huge checklist of things we need to follow up with them.
Children's play area undo?
I don't know.
നിനക്ക് മാത്രമേ ആ കൺസേൺ ഉള്ളൂ എന്ന് ഞാൻ ആലോചിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ട്.
എനിക്കൊക്കെ പോയി കളിക്കാനാണ്.
പിള്ളേരുടെ കയ്യിൽ ഇടി മേടിക്കാൻ വേണ്ടിയിട്ടുള്ള പരിപാടിയാണ്.
പണ്ടത്തെ പിള്ളേരല്ല.
അല്ല, ഞാൻ ചോദിച്ചു വെച്ച് കഴിഞ്ഞാല് പിള്ളേർക്കൊക്കെ ഈ നമ്മളെ മറ്റേ പിന്നെ കോളേജിൽ നിന്ന് വന്നിട്ട് പിന്നെ ഇവന്റിന്റെ അങ്ങോട്ടേക്ക് പോകില്ല, അപ്പൊ വലിയ ഗ്യാപ്പ് ഉണ്ടല്ലോ, അപ്പൊ ഈ പിള്ളേർക്ക് ബോറടിക്കും.
I think there should be something.
Hotel there must be some engagement, but I don't think we are arranging anything, Shaiju.
No, we are not arranging. ഞാൻ ചോദിക്കാം, ജനറലി ഇപ്പൊ പിള്ളേരെടുത്ത് അവിടെ ഇപ്പം ഒരു പിന്നെ ചിൽഡ്രൻസ് എൻഗേജ്ഡ് ആക്കി വെക്കാലോ പാരന്റ്സിന്.
They have like a swimming pool and things over there, so parents with their own responsibility they can. But that's something we need to be very clear also, that വെള്ളത്തിൽ ചാടുന്നൊക്കെ കൊള്ളാം, but especially if you have little kids, നോക്കാനായിട്ട് വേറെ ആരുമില്ല. Parents have to take the responsibility for that.
അത് ഉറപ്പല്ലേ, ഞാനും അത് തന്നെ ഉദ്ദേശിച്ചു. ഇപ്പം എങ്ങോട്ട് കൊണ്ടുപോകണമെങ്കിലോ പിള്ളേർക്ക് ബോറടിക്കുമ്പോ കൊണ്ടുപോകണമെങ്കിൽ that's up to the parents to take them
to do that. One more thing, തന്നെ ഈ ചാറ്റ് നമുക്ക് എക്സ്പോർട്ട് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റുമോ? ഇത് ക്ലോസ് ചെയ്ത് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ കാണാൻ പറ്റുമോ? കാരണം maybe നമുക്ക് we just have to go through it, make sure that everything has been covered.
I don't know, but let me just copy this whole content.
Yeah, save chat എന്നൊരു ഓപ്ഷൻ ഉണ്ട്.
ഉണ്ടോ?
If possible ഇതിൽ കുറച്ച് ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻസ് FAQ ൽ ആഡ് ചെയ്യാനും പറ്റും.
ആഡ് ചെയ്യുന്ന അല്ല, ഞാൻ നോക്ക് സേവ് ചാറ്റ്.
Let me
nothing is happening after that.
No, okay. I got a chat message and a text file on it. I'll post that later.
Yeah, just make sure that we don't miss anything. I think these questions are genuine. Some of the questions are genuine. FAQs will add. And I don't think anyone is reading FAQs, but let's cover that.
Okay, I've got the chat extract, so we're good.
Okay. Yeah, I think.
We can wind up for today.
Yeah,
let's wind up, guys.
Thanks everyone. Great.